Hey everybody, it's been a little while since I did one of these iOS walkthroughs. You can see I've got three games here loaded up. We're going to talk about Subterfuge today, as you can probably tell by the title of the video. I do plan on hitting Brass and Steam at some point, just a matter of getting the time. But Subterfuge is something that I've been quite enamored with over the last week or so. So I'm going to jump into it. And what Subterfuge is, it's sort of like a game of diplomacy mixed in with maybe sort of like Eclipse, I guess you could say, but not really. Now, it's similar to some other games I've played that are browser only, but the one that I've really enjoyed is Neptune's Pride 2, and this really reminds me of that. So you can see here we have a sort of map, an underwater map of our empire. So you can see me in the middle there is Mouse and some other folks around me and surrounding me. And so if we zoom in here, we can see this is sort of my home area. And if I tap on that spot, we can see we're generating a number of drillers. And the drillers are being sent from place to place, from outpost to outpost by these little subs. And I've got some different specialists here. This is the queen. Everybody starts with a queen. But what you're really trying to do here is take over portions of the map, of course, but also to build these mines. And right now I control one mine. I've got 79 drillers there. And drillers are sort of like multi-use things. You can use them to take over territory and defend territory, but you're basically using them for combat. And you're going to generate these. And the object of the game is to build these mines, and then you have this Neptunium that you can see there. So the goal is 200. Right now, Mr. Jamie from the Secret Cabal is winning. He's followed in second place by Mr. Rich Sommer, and then Mr. Jeff Engelstein, and so on. And I'm way down there in sixth place. I was doing a little bit better earlier, but I got kind of, I wouldn't say I got screwed over, honestly, but I just kind of got stabbed in the back by a certain board game replay host. We'll just leave it at that. So you can see everything's kind of like in progress right now. It's very interesting. So if I click down here on this little time frame, and I can actually wind this clock, you can sort of push everything along, and you can see in this case how things are 20 hours from now, which is pretty interesting. And you can also issue orders. So one thing, I'm going to go out, I'm going to back out a little bit and give you just a very quick sort of simple gameplay lesson here. So the cool thing is it has these tactical puzzles. I did the first few of these, just to kind of get in, and you can kind of unlock stuff. And you can also, the app is free, I should say, and then you can pay $10 to kind of unlock everything. I will jump in here though first. And so this is a simple sort of timing thing. So the object of this one is to actually capture Feld. And Feld is this little spot here. So you can see this has 4 shields, like that. And if we wind the clock a little bit, it's going to, it has 4 drillers, and then it's going to increase its shields here as time progresses. Because shields are just ways of sort of absorbing, attacks. But if we do this, we can also see that this will move forward. It's going to have 7 drillers attacking Garfield. So we've got 3 shields that are going to absorb that. Probably be more shields by the time it gets there. So 4 of those shields will kick down the number of drillers to 3, and then the 3 will be absorbed by the 10 that we have there. So after all that's said and done, we'll kill all their guys, and then we'll be down to 7 and start to regenerate our shields. But the object for us is to capture Feld, and it's a very simple objective. So what we've got to do actually is we're going to send 10 down here, and then we're going to then tell it how many we're going to send. In this case, we're just going to send them all. It's just a simple little puzzle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward to when they arrive here. So now we have 20 down here in Vaccarino. And then we're going to go ahead and send those up to here. And we'll just send them all. And so we unlock the puzzle. It'll kind of autoplay it for you. So there, I've captured Feld. And then we can go to the next puzzle. So you can see sort of the timing of what's happening is very, very important. So if we go back out to the real game, it's sort of this example I just showed you multiplied by 10 or 20 or something. So let's let this kind of load up here. So you've got all of this going on. You've got to look at a couple of things here. Now, there are different worlds here. You start off on one of these worlds, and this is a generator, and this is generating electricity. And the electrical output is basically the amount of drillers that you can sort of sustain in, in your empire, so to speak. And then down here, this other type of world or outpost in this case is a factory, and this is actually generating drillers. So you need some of these different electrical outposts here, and I keep trading this one here with Rich. So if we fast forward that, he's going to take it back. Then I'll take it back from him. Now I'm going to post this after our game is done, because if I were to post it now, then people would sort of see areas of the map that they shouldn't be seeing, because you can see there's areas of the map out here where Mr. Rodney is at that I shouldn't be seeing because my sonar or my radar isn't that big. I did increase my radar a little bit. That's one of the things you can do. But anyway, back to the main thing is sort of like, keeping track of, okay, what's going on, and then I can fast forward this, let's say, 13 hours from now. I'm like, okay, everything's shaking out like that. So if I wanted to, I could say, okay, 13 hours from now, I'm going to take and send a bunch of subs over here, and maybe I'll leave, 10. So this way you can schedule, attacks and things, late at night when you're asleep and maybe everybody else is asleep, but everybody has that possibility to do that. Let's see. Let's go down here. And then you can go jump to that order. I said, no, I'll go ahead and cancel that order down there. And that's a really cool thing. Now, when you have just the free game, you can only set up 2 of these sort of future orders. But once you unlock everything, then you can just set up as many as you want. And it's never a really good idea to set up that many, because the board here, the map is going to change quite a bit. The only other thing I really talk about is you can see here in my main area here, I have this sort of double layers of shields. And that's because my queen is here. Your queen gives you a buff to your shields. So it adds 22 or outpost maximum shield charge. But then I also got to get the king here. And this is one of the specialists that you can buy. I've also got Saboteur and Foreman. And I actually sort of misread how those worked. This is the first time I played it. And I really screwed myself and lost this mine, because I thought I was sending this kind of sneaky, I can't remember what the guy was called. It was a Saboteur. I thought I was sending the Saboteur over, and I actually wasn't. And then Matt took this from me. And I thought, oh, I've got this locked in. But then I didn't realize, I didn't actually send him. So I lost that early on. So I had no mines. So again, the objective is to build the mines and then get to 200 Neptunium. And once that happens, that's the winner. That's just the goal. So yes, you're trying to take over territory, and get electrical outposts and generators and then these factories here. And the thing is about the mines is something we've come to realize. I didn't realize it early on. But the mine actually is going to increase its production based on the total number of outposts that you actually own as well. And again, the more mines you have, obviously, the better. So it's very interesting. You've got the little chat area here. You can see we've got public chat where we can all chat, but then we can sort of chat privately or do group chats. And that way, you can kind of get the diplomacy aspect, the backstabbing, and so on. And then you've got little notifications of stuff. So if somebody sends in like a sub here, sort of like on the edge of your radar, it will notify you to say, oh, okay, or somebody has sent subs to one of your locations, you'll get a notification. So when you check your phone, when you wake up or use the restroom or whatever, then you can go, oh, crap, Billy sent this over to me. A couple things like that. And so here we can see my next hire is in 850. So let me see if I can punch that up a little bit. Yeah. Next hire would be Hypnotist. Take control of all captured specialists present at his outpost. Lieutenant. And so you can actually upgrade these. So you've got the lieutenant, and then you can upgrade into a general. And these are really cool. I like these. The best thing about the game to me is this whole like ordering stuff in the future and winding stuff around. That's just amazing. And then the specialists are neat. I like the different special abilities. You're going to mix it up. Pretty cool stuff. And it's really easy. This you're seeing on my iPad, but I never use it on my iPad. I'm just doing it for this video. I use it always on my phone. Really cool. A couple other things. Here's a rule book. We can see this here. This is going to be like a little PDF here. Very easy to read. It's not that long. And then there are some also video tutorials here. Let's take a look at that. I think there's 3 videos, and you'll be right in and ready to go. and be able to play. Is there any more? There's just 3. And then you got your specialist reference here. And these are all the different specialists in the game. There's quite a bit. So it gives you an idea of what's possible in the game. And it's all easily accessible from here. So very cool. Of course, you got your tactical puzzles to sort of win or, figure out how to win and how to play. Very awesome. That works as a tutorial as well. And then here you go. The other thing I should mention before I close out is unless you buy it, you can't create a private game. You can only join public games. I think you can only join one game at a time unless you buy it. And then, you can join ranked games once you buy it unlocked. And I should just say, for sort of being forthcoming, is the designer actually unlocked it for me. He saw we were playing, and so he said, hey, I'll unlock it for you. And I actually was planning to do a video of it anyway, because I've had an awesome time playing this game and backstabbing people and talking all kinds of smack on social media and in general. And it's really cool. I mean, it's just very hypnotizing and addicting to sort of, play fast forward, see what's going on, and then sort of check out, okay, he's got this here, he's got a lot of shields, but you can kind of pick up from chatter that, maybe Roddy's a little bit busy fighting over on this front against Marty and Jeff over here, and so maybe I can sneak and get that, that kind of stuff. So a lot of elements I really liked, a lot of diplomacy, a little bit of sort of like a 4X type of idea, because you've only really explored your little space. You start off in this one little world, sort of colonize these different spots right away, but you very quickly, the map fills up and there's no spot that is unclaimed very quickly. And so I don't know how long we've been playing. Does it say here? Well, it does say at the top here, it says Jamie is set to win in 5 days at the current rate, because you can see he's mining 61 Neptunium per day at this point. And he's probably got, let's see. Oh yeah, you can take notes on players too if you have the full app. So that's funny. It doesn't say how long we've been playing though. But you can see Jamie down here, he's got this mine here. And let's see, I don't really, here's his other mine, so he's got 2 mines. I think he's only got the 2. Yep. So he's got a good rate. He's got a lot of territory and 2 mines, so he's doing a lot of generating. So these 3 are really in contention. Jeff's a little bit behind Rich and Jamie. Anyway, that is Subterfuge. Definitely take a look at it. You can get it for free, and then if you really like it, then you can jump into more of it. Thanks.